We don't speak ill of the dead. Hope you won't be offended by the things that I said. Playing devil advocate, and now I'm here to touch you. That's what the truth goes to, but I love you. Everybody's listening, nobody's tripping. It's like you crazy, everybody's tripping. It's like you're crazy, running self-defense. You on the right side, there's no need to pretend. It's an open forum, never done before. It's a future, it's a no-deal. No cousin, think the left, some that no bugging. It's a car to switch folks, we don't really care everybody you're wrong. The shame is the myth, it was a sign of wrong. I think over a little something like this.
At some point, you will be affected by something said on this show. But playing devil's advocate is meant to be informed for open, honest, and more importantly, judgment-free dialogue. The opinions expressed here may not necessarily be those of the host or of the show in general, but we're willing to have the uncomfortable conversations so that we can heal and find solutions for our listeners and quite possibly even ourselves. Enjoy the show.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Playing Devil's Advocate. I am your host, Miss KiKi, the consummate provocateur, and for the next 120 minutes, we are going to edutain you. That means for the next 2 hours, you're going to be educated and entertained. We have a great show lined up for you guys today. I'm so happy, pun intended, but before I can do any of that, I need to take care of some of the light housekeeping, and that is to let you know that if you are just joining us for the first time, we are here each and every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. to you guys on the East Coast. If you happen to miss a live broadcast, don't you worry your pretty little head. We have you covered. All you have to do is go to the iTunes store and type in our name, Playing Devil's Advocate, and subscribe to our podcast free of charge. So whenever we do a show, you get a show. And while you're there in the iTunes store, if you would be so kind as to type in my name, KiKi Richardson, and download yourself an electronic copy of this book, The Other Woman Code of Conduct, What Every Other Woman Should Know, and Men Too. Now, it's not free, but it's well worth the $9.99. Trust me, it's not just about the other woman. It's a relationship book, too. So, if you don't have access to the iTunes store, shame on you, but we won't shame you. You can always go to KiKiRichardson.com, and there you'll be able to download any of our archive shows. You'll be able to purchase a copy of that book and any PDA swag that you may see us rocking here on the show, or we can create you something from scratch. You can also find out about me, the other co-hosts, our experts, our guests, right there on KiKiRichardson.com. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I need to let you know that we are a fully interactive show, and what that means is that you can tweet us at PDA _ Miss KiKi, PDA _ MSKIKI. We'll get your comment on air. You can also post our Facebook wall at facebook.com/Playing Devil's Advocate, and we will get your comments there as well. While you're there on Facebook, you may want to go ahead and click the link and watch us streaming live on YouTube via Google Hangouts, so you can miss all the behind-the-scenes shenanigans, all the faces that I make, and the references that we make that you probably can't see when you're not watching us. And right there on our YouTube stream, we also have an interactive chat room there as well, and there are people who are lined up and ready to go. And you can also give us a call at 347-237-5271. But if you press 1, it'll let our producer know that you are in our queue and you have something you would like to share. Otherwise, you can just sit there and listen, not press anything. Okay? Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I need to introduce my crew, half of which I don't know where they are. Physically, that is, but it doesn't matter. As my mama say, one monkey don't stop, no show. And if this little monkey is here, there will be a show. Maybe I should call myself a monkey. There might be some racists listening. But anyway, first up, she hails from my hometown, the Windy City, and she is a fallen angel. And if you don't know how or why she fell from grace, ladies and gentlemen, she coined the phrase, lube is for amateurs. I couldn't make this stuff if I wanted to. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Sporty, Spunky, Angel. What it do, Mamacita?
Hey, go Kiki, it's your birthday. Go Kiki, it's your birthday. Hey, where you from?
Chi-Town.
See you slow. Whatever. Hey, girl.
What's going on?
Hi. How are you?
Thank you. I'm pretty good.
You look cute.
Well, thank you. I put on makeup to honor the occasion that it's my birthday and all, and I had
Oh
to
my.
represent, I had to represent. I'm gonna have to check with Felicia to see if I meet her approval with my hair and my makeup today. I'll check with her a little bit later and get back to y'all and let y'all know what she had to say. Your partner in crime, he's somewhere roaming about the cabin, and I'm gonna go ahead and play his intro music. He is absolutely nothing like a pimp, but he calls himself Slaps because he think he's something like a pimp. But if you know anything about Andreas, you already know he's absolutely nothing like a pimp. Ladies and gentlemen, help us in welcoming Andreas. With these changes that I'm going through. You always going through some changes. What's up, little boy?
Man, what's going on? How's everybody tonight? It's another Wednesday, baby. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I have to change my listening apparatus so that everybody can hear you. Hold on a second. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I had to change my headset because somebody decided they didn't want to be on the air right now. And so that now changes my little stilo up a little bit. But I ain't gonna trip about it. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be a team player today.
Happy belated birthday, Miss Kiki. I'm so sorry that I'm crazy. I apologize. Please forgive me
I know you're
for getting to
sorry.
you late. I'm so
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I think I texted you like 4:44 in the morning. I do apologize.
Yes, you did. And I see that I actually wasn't paying attention, and you do have the right headset on, and you are there, so I can put the correct headset on tonight.
Yeah.
I was
See?
wondering.
Weird.
When it happens, it's your birthday. You getting old. I get it.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my.
talk amongst yourselves, punk asses.
Hey, Andreas.
What's up, Sporty? What's the deal? Long time no see, Pimpin'.
I know
And
I
that's
miss you.
y'all.
You
That's
don't
why
miss
y'all don't
me.
have no damn friends because y'all talk bad about me, and I'm starting a campaign against y'all.
At least we talk
That's
about you
all.
to your face.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Any hoosers. Tonight's show is how to keep your happy. And it's been said that happiness is a choice. So we're going to be asking the question to you guys, how do you keep your happy in spite of everything? And so this week, we're going to explore the best ways to keep your happy. And of course, since it's my birthday, I'm sure y'all going to probably try to do something to make me happy. And since that's not since that ain't even enough, we got to throw in our producer's drink of the week a little bit later on around the 10:30-ish spot, and we'll be doing that live on Periscope. And we have our Ask PDA letter a little bit later in the second hour. So we have a full
Yeah, see?
show planned for you guys today. I wanted to know, just off the top of your head, people always say to me, Kiki, you so happy all the time. Nobody ever knows, what's going on with you or whatever, if things are good or things not good or whatever. And my answer to that is, well, just ask. Right? I think the only time that I may not show my happy is when I don't feel well or when I'm hungry. Would y'all tend to agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Dang, that's unanimous.
Oh yeah, evil as hell. There's other times where you're not happy, but we won't talk about that yet.
Oh, you talking about when I go into Bizarro World?
Yes.
Screw you. What about Bizarro World shows my age? Oh, well,
Well, the fact that you know,
okay.
you showing yours too. What's
Okay.
Bizarro World?
All I know is that one of the things that I do, and Sporty, I know you do it, and I know Cousin Chan does it, and I have tried unsuccessfully to get Uncle Slap over there to get with the program in terms of it, is that I meditate.
Oh yeah.
And that's one way that I have found that I always can keep my happy. One of the things I do is, a lot of people get up in the morning, they rush and they hit the snooze button and they're rushing to get out the door and get their day going. Or they're so exhausted at the end of the night that they just go to bed and crash. What I do is, and this is the coach in me, your subconscious is wide open when you first wake up and right before you go to bed, right? So what I do every
Agreed.
morning is I get up. Well, I'm a morning person anyway, but I get up and I sit in silence. The TV, no cell phone, no tablet, no computer, nothing. I literally sit in silence. There are times where I will just sit in my bed. There are times where I will go make myself, cup of coffee and go sit out on the balcony or whatever. But I sit in silence and just breathe it all in to prepare myself,
Hmm.
to get my mind right, to tell myself that I'm going to have a great day regardless. And then I do the same thing at night. I don't just crash. I might have the television on, but there's a moment where I set my timer, and when that timer goes off, I literally just lay there, collect my thoughts, and meditate myself into a moment of peace. And then I go to sleep so that I have a peaceful rest. And then I wake up with that same type of positive energy. A lot of us go to sleep with the TV on, and we listening, like I call talk about Cousin Chan. She do all she ever watches is death, destruction, and mayhem. All right, all right. That's all. If anytime you gonna hear some gunshots, you gonna hear AK, you gonna hear something coming from her room, and she falls
You
asleep
know,
to that shit.
it's
Nah.
so weird that you said that because a couple of weeks ago, because I'll go to sleep, watching a movie or something like that. But I was watching, and I like Death, Destruction, and Mayhem. That's my stuff. But the one thing I know never ever again to do is to fall asleep to a damn Quentin Tarantino movie. Girl, let me tell you, they already out of sequential order to begin with, and you already got
Hmm.
to go back and figure out stuff. I already dream in Technicolor all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
to have the Hateful Eight playing in my head while I'm dreaming is not a good thing. That messed me up. And I like how you said, you do complete silence. But what I like to do, what really gets me to the, because sometimes I'm all, how I am being the night owl that I am with the hours that I keep. Um, what helps me relax and meditate and puts me to sleep is I listen to the ocean or I listen to rain, and that takes me to my happy place. And literally, I can shut down, my thoughts are collected, I can relax, be at peace, and I can go to sleep. Anytime I hear rain or water
Mm-hmm.
of any sort, I can drift off. I don't care where I am or what I'm doing. Like if you hear it now, I'll be sleepy.
I just listen
Yeah,
to
I can't
porn.
do that.
You what?
I just listen to porn.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
I just listen to porn. And if I go to sleep with that on my mind, I'm good. Just porn, just porn.
Okay,
Why don't
see,
you just
I don't know if he's being serious, but in that moment, I will say to you as a coach, that isn't necessarily a good thing. And the
I'm
reason why
telling
I
you.
say that, okay.
But go ahead. Why would you say that though? I'm curious.
No, the reason why I say that is that the stimulus, you don't need the stimulus to go to sleep because, again, whatever that energy is that you take to sleep with you, right? That resonates with you through your subconscious, and then when you wake up, that's with you in the morning. Now, that kind of energy, if you don't have a mate or you don't have somebody that's there with you, whatever, can cause you to make other decisions that you probably should not make in terms of who you gonna bang, because that energy is something that you're taking with you. And you're talking about you use your hand. They can't hear you on, they can't see your hands on air. So for those of you guys who aren't watching the YouTube video, shame on you. Go to facebook.com/playing devil's advocate, click the link and watch us so you can see what he's talking about. But the reality is, Andreas, is that I don't want to talk to you in too much depth about conserving that sexual energy, because it's more powerful when you conserve it.
So is that why guys wake up with a heart on? Because they go to sleep?
No, they wake up with a heart on because they got to pee.
I was kidding, Kiki.
You know what? Actually, it's because they've been relaxed so much, and then their blood vessels actually. But it is something that they do wake up with a morning woody, though. But whatever. And how difficult? I know this is down the rabbit hole a little bit, but isn't it difficult because you do have to pee, but you also had a woody. So which do you take? Does take precedence? Do you go ahead and just? Because I know you can't do both. It's hard to have a heart on, I hear, and pee at the same time.
No, it's not. I mean, not to me. I'm talented, so. Not to me.
Well, which will you do? Do you hold the pee and have sex, or do you go pee?
That's called the pee-pee deck. That's when you start. It's called hitting it with the pee-pee deck, because you can't come if you have to pee. So you can just hit it for like an hour, but soon, I mean, your bladder's just like, man, dude, I need a rest. So yeah, I mean, that's called hitting it with the pee-pee deck.
I've never heard of the pee-pee deck. Yeah. That's something you made up? Is that something you and your homeboys say?
My homeboy made up. Greedy Edie. My man Greedy Edie made that up.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, meditation. Please find a way to meditate. Even if you can't do it in the morning and at night, at least find that time. I would say if you were going to do it in the morning. I know a lot of people like, is that hard? I have kids. I got to get my kids ready, whatever. But that's why you need to meditate in the morning. If you need to wake up that extra 5 minutes early so that you can have that moment to center yourself so your kids don't even drive you crazy before you get out the house, that could ruin your day.
I meditate at least once a day, so I feel you.
There are times where I literally meditate more than once. But
I have to. I have to, absolutely.
I'm like, if I was Buddhist, I'd be Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I would be Nam Myoho Renge Kyo in a couple times a day. Trust and believe. But
well,
I
was gonna say, along those lines of meditation, what helps me keep my happy is yoga. And a lot of people are surprised, that I've been practicing yoga for over 10 years now. But just the practice of breathing and concentrating nothing but on my breath will relieve a whole lot of whatever's going on and allow me to make the decision to remain calm, keep a smile, be happy. It makes me think of a quote from one of my favorite movies where she says, I never mind about the little things where you just think about something off kilter to say, just to keep yourself centered and focused and be happy. It's like you can't change the situation, so it's like, okay, dang, that's messed up, but all right. Ha-ha.
Ain't it stressful though, trying to get into them crazy ass positions?
No, see, and that's the misconception for people with yoga.
It's a joke.
You practice where you are, but to some people it's not. You practice where you are. People, believe that because you're not, a 0 to 4 person that you can't stretch and bend and be flexible and do these types of positions. But that's, you'd be amazed at the things that, my flexibility would do and others that are my size or more. So
I would not be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all. I'm gonna tell y'all, we used to be in this dance group. Way back in the day, we had dance class and everything, and it was this one girl in our classes. Her name was Marky. And if you were to see Marky, you would be like, What's she gonna do? Right? Most people would be like ready to, because back in the day it was one of those things where people would always make fun of people who were heavier or whatever. They would be ready with the jokes, but the joke would be on them. Cause she would drop and get that split doing limbo. She would go up. Baby, let me tell you something. Marky would kill them. She would smash some of them little pencil chicks any day dancing. So no, it does not surprise me at all. I just, for me, yoga, I haven't really gotten into it. That's been one of my things for the year that I've put on my list of things to do is to get more into yoga. But I found it before when I tried it. I couldn't do it because it required my brain to do way too much than what my body was doing. And y'all know simple concepts seem to elude me. So it's like, no, lean forward, put your hands down, get in the pike position. And my brain just wasn't getting it. And so it was stressful for me because it was like, I just, no, I'm sorry, I can't. And then I can't focus on my breath because I'm trying to, it was just way too much. So I am, now that I've been able to center myself a lot more, I will embark upon doing that a little bit more. She's given one, Andreas, and Sporty gave one, I gave one, so it will be your turn in just a second. For those of you guys who just may be joining us, this is Playing Devil's Advocate. I am your host, Miss KiKi, the consummate provocateur, and we're talking about ways to keep you happy. And they don't sound real happy about keeping it happy. So we're going to have to perk this thing up. Hopefully, Andreas is going to give us something really good. But if you have something you want to share with us in terms of how you keep you happy in spite of everything, if you want to give us a scenario that went down and you was like, I had to take a whatever, then, and this is what you do, give us a call at 347-237-5271. Press 1 so that producer knows you're in the queue and you have something you would like to share with us. Or you can go to our Facebook wall at facebook.com/Playing Devil's Advocate and post a comment there, or click the link, watch us on YouTube and participate in our interactive chat room. And you can even send us a tweet at PDA_Miss KiKi. That's PDA_MSKIKI. And we'll make sure that your comment gets on air. I'm going to go and check over here with this YouTube and see what's going on over there. But in the meantime, Andreas, tell us what you do to keep you happy.
It's already been covered. Meditation and prayer is something that's really big with me and keeping my happy. The second one is I have to work out. If I don't work out, I'm in a really funky mood. And with what I do for a living, being in a funky mood is like is like putting a flame onto gasoline. I have something else that I'm going to do later on if asked, but working out is like the second best thing next to meditation and prayer and keeping my happy.
I know a lot of people that. Why you laughing?
Because you like.
No, the reason why I'm laughing, because that shit don't relax me. I hear people say that shit all the time, and I'm like, that shit does not relax me. They be like, or they'll say, oh, working out, you'll get your energy, you'll have this burst of energy after you work out. That's some monkey ball BS.
I don't have no damn energy.
I ain't never felt energetic after a workout. And let me tell you, I boxed for 3 years. I am telling you, I never felt like, ooh, I could go run a fucking marathon after a sparring or I ain't never you.
I have so much energy that I need the working out to take it away. It takes that excess energy away from me, and that's what I need to happen because I'm constantly moving. I can't sit still. So that's
you can't do that when you don't work out.
Right. See, I can't sit still, so I have to work out. It's
that's
a must.
ADD. That's not workout.
It is, but it's better than taking drugs.
Well, that's what some people do.
No.
Okay. let me. I'm gonna kind of take a little left turn here for a minute or whatever, right? I'm gonna give another. This is kind of one of those KiKi moments, right? KiKi coach moments, right? You know how people make that statement about fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that'll say, you know what, I just fake it till I make it. If I'm in a bad mood, I just fake it till I make it. And I believe that about so much, right? I don't subscribe to that 100%, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Some people get so used to faking it, they never authentically make it. Right?
I can understand
There's
that.
and Andreas looks like he's a little confused. What I mean by that is that they're focused so much on faking it till they can get there that they're never focused on actually getting there.
I get it. I get
You
that
know what I
part.
mean? So if you like, I'm just gonna act like I'm happy. I'm gonna act like this don't bother me. So you doing all this acting instead of focusing on one, why the fuck am I even bothered by this? This is meaningless. It doesn't make any sense. Whatever. So I'll almost fake it. Give the appearance that you're unbothered, but you also need to examine why you are bothered so that you can move out of that space.
Yeah,
And most of my
and
stuff
you
is
you
so
asked me that
emotional.
question before the show, didn't you? You did, and I heard it, but I dismissed it because you asked me, you said, well, why are you letting it upset you? You did say that to me, and I didn't even respond to you. I was like, whatever, I just didn't want to be on the couch, but I got it.
I wasn't
But I
putting you
got
on the
over
couch.
it quickly, and you weren't.
I
It
wasn't,
wasn't intentional. I totally get it. It was just a normal reaction out of the conversation we were having at the time. Like, okay, well, why are you letting that bother you? And I get that, but it's a legitimate question. Why? Why was I letting that piss me off? I knew I had something else to do and something else to be happy about. And like I said, I'm glad we have a show because no matter what kind of mood I'm in before the show, I'm all right by the time we get here. I'm like,
yeah.
skip the rest of the world. We in this zone right now. So
Sometimes.
this is right. It's like,
Sometimes,
but it's
ladies and
not
gentlemen, she ain't being 100% truthful on that.
I know. Sometimes I do fake it till I get there. You are absolutely right. I do fake it till I make it, to a point. But then I have to finally
Right.
go, you know what, take that shit off, keep it moving. And
Yeah.
that does work to just find because you can't be what's the word I'm looking for? You have to be authentic at some point in time.
Right.
You have to. You can't just automatically just constantly be, oh, great, I'm happy. That's bullshit. You would even get tired of hearing yourself act funny. So.
Well, yeah, and again, like I said, I'll just use this for an example. My mama used to always say to me, Miss Dorothy would always say to me, if you don't feel good, at least look good. Right? So if I was
Right.
having one of those moments where I felt like crap, she like comb your hair, we're not big makeup people in my family, but she like put on some makeup, do something, dress yourself up. At least that's the part of faking it till I felt better. You know what I mean? There was no reason for me looking bad and feeling bad. Because then you come around and everybody like, ooh, you look like crap. You know what I mean? And then that shifts the entire energy in the room. So again, it's partially faking it till you make it. But again, I want people to be conscious of the fact that in faking it till you make it, don't focus on the faking it. Focus on the making it. Focus on the why you're upset about it or you're bothered by it. And 9 times out of 10, people, I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, when we find ourselves getting emotional about something, it has absolutely nothing to do with that actual situation.
True.
It is just triggering something from a way you felt emotionally about something else. And that feeling that you have, that emotion that you have is what is resonating with you. And that would take me to my next one. And that would be to try to extract emotion from the situation, right? I know we talk about being happy and happy is an emotion, but in terms of keeping your happy in spite of, right? When all of the things in front of you are contrary to happiness, what can you do, right? Try to extract the emotion out of it. Like, why am I bugged by this? Again, why am I bugged by it? What can I do to change it? How did it get to this point? Right? What do I need to change? You focus on those things. Those are pragmatic things. Those aren't emotional things. Right? So you focus on those things, then you can find yourself being happy about it because it's like, you know what? That's not even my shit. I don't even have to worry about that. That's not my problem.
Because you get to the just the facts, ma'am, just the facts part of it.
Just the facts. Just the facts. And the fact of the matter is, if it ain't going to kill you or make you stronger, it'll go away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense
You
to
know,
me. It does. But
just
when you
try
were
to.
talking about jewelry, I thought about that. I put my pearls on. I was like, pearls make me happy, make me smile, make me feel pretty. You have to have a smile on your face when you put on makeup and jewelry and lipstick. So, you were right about that. I did feel better after I addressed
You do
my
have to smile when you put
appearance.
on makeup. When you do put on makeup, you have to smile. When you put your blush on, you have to smile.
Mhm.
I don't know
Mhm.
why kind of
So,
we put on our mascara. It's like,
mhm.
whatever. It's those are things that you have to do. But again, men don't have that issue. But again, in focusing, focusing on taking the emotion, whatever negative emotion, focus on taking that out of the equation. That helps you keep your happy.
Mhm.
I'm looking in the chat room. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. They were talking about your pee pee dick and which what takes precedent over whether you pee or you check your woody. They say it get quick. The quicker I get to the bathroom, the quicker I can get to the bedroom. And then they're saying that they're drained after a workout, and then they're saying, Andreas, what workout, sir, would you be referring to?
All of them.
I work
All of them.
out. Wait. I work out. Okay. So those are things that they're asking in our chat. So yeah, extract that emotion out of it. That negative emotion, check that
Mhm.
shit at the door because that will drive you flipping insane. I got a whole bunch of them. No, I got a whole bunch of things that
I
people
got
do,
another
and I
one.
don't want to monopolize. I don't want to monopolize. Go ahead, y'all.
I got another one. Um, Keeping people who are positive and happy around me really, really works for me. It's like, so it's even if for example, one of the best examples I have this best friend is what we'll call him on the show. And even
Mm.
when, shut up, even when I get angry, or if I get mad or I'm upset about something with him, I promise you within 5 minutes, it's a done deal, it's squashed, it's over with, because he finds a way to make us both laugh in that situation. Like, really, how
So
long you
which
gonna stay
which
mad about this?
so that you just gave two of them. You gave two of them. You gave one keeping positive people around you, and then finding a reason to laugh. Because that was one of mine.
Mm-hmm. Finding a reason to laugh. Yeah,
Oh
and we
yes.
find the reason to laugh in the situation. It's like, okay, it's the same premise as, say for instance, you know, you do something and I get upset, Kiki, and you say, okay, Sporty, my bad, I apologize. Okay, is it over then, or am I just gonna stay mad? How long are you gonna be mad? What else can you do but say my bad or I apologize? So all you can do
I,
is move on from it, or laugh about it. And I noticed that having people around me,
mhm.
you all laugh at me about, I could be in my worst mood, audience. I promise you, my worst mood. And the best friend I was talking about, he did something to me this morning that was so evil, but all I could do was laugh.
It was not evil. It
And
was
it was to
funny.
lighten. See, it was funny to them. And it was funny to me too. I couldn't do anything, but I was upset for like 3 seconds. Like, really? Now I bust up laughing. But it lightened the mood of. It was his way of saying, lighten up, stop it,
Yep. Hmm.
cut it out, get yourself together. And it really does. It works to have people who don't cater into, I can't stand, what is it, pity parties and woe is me and misery loves
Yeah.
company type of situations.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
better to have
RSVP
people
for
who are
those parties.
focused around you. Right.
I don't RSVP to those parties because I mean, again, we make fun of each other all the time. It could be your. I grew up in a
Yeah.
house where whatever your weakness was, whatever it was that you felt bad about yourself about or you were insecure about, that was the one thing that they needled your ass about, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
had to learn to laugh at that shit. Otherwise, you would be crying, your feelings will be hurting, you'd be ready to slit your wrist, which is one of the reasons why I think I found myself in my life always
So is it
attracted,
just
not
me, or
only like
are you
physically
breaking up
attracted.
really, really bad and it's funny? So
You can hear me?
what?
Can you hear me?
Is she breaking up really bad, Andre?
Really bad. Really
Okay,
bad.
so that it's funny to me.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
It sounds like she's stuttering.
1 minute.
Ron Harper over there. Ooh,
And
that
now
was
I
good.
will tell you, having a show like this with all the behind the scenes going, trying to keep a smile and focus, y'all have no idea. It is hilarious.
Is it better
KiKi
now?
is ready to go in. Yes, there she
Okay.
is.
All right.
You made me want to
So
give
what was
you
the
a
last
poem.
thing y'all heard me? What was the last thing? Oh, I'll shut up and wait for my poem.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Guess what, KiKi? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear KiKi. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I just had to get that one out.
Okay.
Now,
All right. I got my juke in
That
on
was like
that
really
one.
corny. That was
Hater.
very corny.
Hater.
You made me use a racial slur.
Anywho, what was the next thing that I was gonna say? Oh, one of the things about, in my house, whatever it was that you were going through, whatever it is that you was most sensitive about, them motherfuckers in my house, that was the shit that they was gonna ride your ass about. That was it. So you had to learn to laugh at yourself, otherwise you would be crying, ready to slit your wrist, right? So, which I think is one of the reasons why I've always been attracted, or the universe has always attracted, and when I say attracted to, I don't mean on a physical level, sexually,
Right.
but I mean my energy has always attracted comedians, right? Because I enjoy, that is how I stay happy. That is where I find my sanity, in laughter. If somebody is going through something, typically like with my friends, if they're going through something and they're having a moment and they're on the phone with me or whatever, yes, if they ask for Coach KiKi, is one thing, but if they ask for their friend KiKi, you can rest assured a damn joke is coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, it is.
Because KiKi the friend, depression and sadness and tears, that doesn't compute in my brain, right? Because I'm like, what the fuck are you crying for? What does crying do? Does that solve this? Does it fix it? I don't understand crying. I just don't get it, right? So for me, I have to put some levity in it, and just show them how ridiculous the one thing that they're so upset about is. Or I'll repeat it back in such a way, and they're like, "That's just, you're so stupid, you get on my nerves." Okay, I'm stupid, but you crying over this?
Yeah, you're right. You know what our crying remedy is? Every time if I cry about something, because what does Chan Ho call me? She called me she emotional or something like that.
Yeah, you're very emotional.
Shut up. So what
you are.
what Antoine does, he has a bottle, he keeps a thing of baby powder. And every time I cry, I don't care what it's about, he puts baby powder in his hand, he smacks the shit out of me with the baby powder. I don't care where we are or what, not hard, but he'll get
y'all an abusive relationship.
Right. And he'll
That's
slap me with the baby powder, like, cut that crying out. He don't hit me hard. And so we could be in public.
That's what all abuse victims say. They always make excuses for their abusers.
That is hilarious.
Girl, you ain't hurt.
I should tell him he's abusive. I know he uses sarcasm. He can't horrible.
But he can't take sarcasm being given back to him, though.
No, I can't. I don't like it at all.
No, he cannot.
He's a disher, but he's not a taker. Yeah, he's a disher, but he's not a taker. Yeah, he can't take it.
That's nothing like a pimp shit.
Here's the thing. We know if he were ever to be gay, he would never be a bottom, because he cannot take it.
Ooh, he would not be asking, is that all you got?
Is that all you got? Is that the best you can do?
Yes. Wes says she emotional. Pat Ness. She emotional is actually more than just emotional. You know how people are just emotional? She emotional for women, that's the hyper end of it. And for men who are emotional, y'all are he-emotional. And Chan would know, because she always seems to pick emotional men.
I should
say they pick her. Opposites attract, I guess. I don't know, but I tell you what, that keeps me in my happy place because I have jokes galore, and I get a chance to be a chan hole
How do you
back
deal
at
with
her.
emotional man? Where does that go? I mean, how does that happen? Emotional men. I
It
don't
happens like
understand that
this.
shit.
It's just imagine what happens when you're dealing with a she-emotional woman. But put a man's face on the woman. The words are still the same. Just put a man's face and some bass in it,
That's
and
gay
then
as
put a
hell.
Chan's face on your face. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
It's me with a Andreas. It's me with a penis.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's emotional.
Gotcha. I get it now.
Yeah,
The
she
hell with
Okay.
you.
he
I get
you
it
know.
now.
Speaking of Chan, y'all know what time it is, right?
It's that time.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
ready.
Hey now, I'm ready. My throat is parched and it needs something down the back of it immediately.
I don't
Oh, you
need to
know
know
how
that
that
about you.
sounds.
I don't need to know that about you. That's personal.
I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
I mean,
I'm just gonna sit my teeth.
Let me get this little periscope up because you making me nervous. I don't think we talking about the same thing, man.
yeah.
You making me nervous. No, no. What do you need down the back of your throat?
Sliding down, just ooh,
A
ooh,
nice
ooh.
beverage.
You can drink it too, huh?
Something that slides down nice and easy and it tastes good. Tastes great, less
Okay,
filling.
all right. See, this is why she was banned and fell from grace. Ladies and gentlemen who are now joining us on Periscope, we are about to do our producer's drink of the week brought to you by Cousin Chan. And for you guys on Periscope, she's actually the Original Truth, DA Original Truth. And she's also DA Original Truth on Twitter. So you want to follow her to get her recipes. All right, so they're like, drink time. They all in the chat room. Y'all funny. They said, your halo is done, Sporty. It is done. Forget about it. Uh, Let me get this drink together for her. I don't know what the hell this drink got to do with my birthday, but she calls it sake to me. So, ladies and
Nice.
gentlemen, yes. Let me go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and give you an opportunity to hear what she has to say about her drink of the week. And for those of you guys who are watching on Periscope, I'm going to show it to you. For those of you guys who are watching us via YouTube, go to facebook.com/playing devil's advocate, and you will be able to see the drink, try the link, and let Cousin Chan know what you think in the comments box. So, Cousin Chan, take it away from me, mamita. Tell them about your drink. Um, Cousin Chan said that sounds horrible. Let me see here. Who is this that I'm about to block? I just blocked somebody. Ha ha. Hey, Mac 357. That was our producer's drink of the week called Sake to me. I don't know what the heck she was doing while she was doing that. Did she sound like she was, I don't know, maybe somebody was sucking it to her. I don't know. I'm just saying, man, it's not impossible. I know when I get a text message at about 2 o'clock in the morning talking about there's a man in the house, I'll be like, God damn.
Mm-mm.
What's up, Country 247? Uh-oh.
Oh.
that out there. But I don't know. Did anybody even get a chance to hear what kind of drink it was?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. So I want to thank you guys again for joining. And the drink is called Sake to Me, and it's a drink made of sake.
Oh.
Drink. We're going to use 2 ounces of a Junmai sake, 3 ounces of orange juice, and a half an ounce of grenadine. And this particular drink we're going to build. And what I mean build is we're going to build it into a glass. So we're going to get a white glass, we're going to fill it up with ice, we're going to add the sake first, then stir in the orange juice, and after we do that, we're going to pour slowly the grenadine on top and just kind of let it settle. Makes it kind of looks like a tequila sunrise.
Yes.
Yeah. Except for it's with sake.
Nice.
And that's the sake to me.
Okay.
So, sorry about that, y'all.
I don't think it was them. I think it was you. All right. Okay, yeah, you was on your meds. She was in her happy place, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you guys who are watching us on Periscope, please, we are streaming live on YouTube. We are talking about how to keep you happy, and we're also celebrating my birthday. So if you want to be a part of the conversation, go to facebook.com/playingdevilsadvocate, click the link, watch us on YouTube, and you can see we have an interactive chat room. As a matter of fact, you folks on what's up, Triple O's and Hosea? Look at here. That's us on on YouTube right there, right? That's our chat room. People are actually talking in our chat room. So you want to make sure that you are part of the conversation. Facebook.com/playingdevilsadvocate. Click the link and come join us. Or you can call us at 347-237-5271 and be a part of the conversation. Hey, Preston's mom, we'll be back in an hour on Periscope because we'll be doing our Ask PDA letter, and we want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm not selling a daggone thing. I'm selling happiness, baby. All right, guys, on Periscope, thank you so much. I appreciate all the birthday love on Periscope. We'll be back in an hour on Periscope. If you don't want to miss the conversation in between, come on over to the YouTube channel, and you can do that by going to our Facebook page, facebook.com/playingdevilsadvocate. All right, Periscope, I'm going to bid you adieu till it's time for our Ask PDA letter because I got the rest of the show to do. Bye, y'all. All right, so you guys.
Us guys.
Y'all still with me?
We are.
I am here with you, darling.
All right, perfect. Perfection. Speaking about happiness, he said, he asked me on Periscope, what are you selling? That's why I said to him, I'm selling happiness, man. I'm Smiling Sam, the happiness man. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, people are tweeting me while I'm on, texting me. Hold on. While I'm doing that, can Andreas, you give me something that makes you happy? How you keep you happy?
Yes, I have a drink every night after work.
That will make you an alcoholic. That's how you keep your alcoholic.
It's one drink every night after work to decompress. I come in from work and I have to sit down without anything on in the dark, and I have a drink just to I guess maybe it's another form of meditation, just to get the get the day off of me. You know, it's like taking a shower when you get the day's dirt off of you. I have a drink, I sit on the couch with nothing on in the dark, and I get the entire day off of me. So I guess it's just another form of meditation. Yeah, with a drink. I sit back and I think about the day.
Wait, where's my goddamn flag? Did he almost say, wait, before Chan, Chan, did you just say it's almost like a form of meditation?
It is.
Cousin Chan, mute your thing. Thank you. Did you say it was like a form of meditation?
It is. It's in the slap handbook.
I ain't got nothing to say to you. Go ahead, Cousin Chan.
I was going to say, I do understand the form of meditation part. I get that. I'm with you on that one, Andreas. But Don't say that out loud too much. Next thing you know, you'll be in a 12-step program. Just don't say you have a drink every day. Just keep that to
There's
yourself.
nothing wrong with having a drink every day. People in
I get
Europe,
it.
yeah, see?
I get it. But the people around these parts, they don't understand. Take it from somebody.
Let's move.
But they
Let's
drunk.
move on.
Yes.
Let's move on, cause she on her first step,
Right. Thank you.
and she refuses to admit she has a problem, y'all. So she gonna be sitting on that step a minute. She gonna be sitting there for a minute. Okay. Let me move on to some other things that people do to keep their happy, and that they can do to keep their happy. And this is something that I wanted to do for you guys. Is I want this to be paramount. I know I've told you guys to remove the negative emotion from the equation, and to almost fake it until you make it, but you should be focusing on the making it instead of the faking it part. But here's the other thing. When you in terms of keeping your happy, you need to figure out if you're not happy or if you're unhappy. And those are two different concepts. Andreas or Sporty?
Speak on it.
Oh, okay, because I heard a whole bunch of noise, so I was trying to figure out who was that. Okay.
That's Sage.
I'm going to repeat that. There's a difference between being unhappy and not happy. Okay? Not happy is a situational thing. I'm not happy with the way this turned out. Right? I'm not happy that there's a lot of fucking background noise while I'm on the air. Right? Me saying that I'm unhappy means that I'm generally unhappy. There's something emotional that's happening with me. There may be a level of depression. There may be a level of other things that are going on in terms of being unhappy. It's not situational. That's overall, overarching. Make sense?
Makes good sense to me.
Good sense.
So when you're talking about keeping your happy, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that it's not that you're just not happy with that situation, and that's okay. We're talking about people keeping their happy in terms of becoming unhappy because they're letting all these little not happy moments compound to make them an unhappy person, and they are unhappy with their lives, right? So we don't want that. We want you to make sure that we are managing these not happy situations so that you don't become unhappy.
Makes sense.
Right? Okay. So, again, that's my tip in helping you keep your happy. I know a lot of mine are coachy, but I'm telling you, when you have a different level of enlightenment, when you think about things in a different way, because your perception becomes your reality. When you see things a certain way, then that's what you're going to see, right? Like, for instance, people who see negative images of black people, that perception has now tainted their reality. Because that's all they ever see. So again, if you're focused on the negativity all the time and your perception is always finely tuned negatively, then that will become your reality. So you have to recalibrate that so that you're now focused on the positive so that you're happier.
Well, you know what makes me happy?
What?
And happier and the happiest.
What Wes said in the chat room.
What Wes say now? Oh, football. Yeah.
He said
football makes me ecstatic. It does. But you know what else makes me happy?
What else?
Music. Music makes me happy.
House.
Yes. Music makes me very happy. That is my happy place all the time. I don't care what is going on. If I have music, I can function. You know, I
love music.
Yes, any kind of
music.
So it can be, you know, relaxing music, classical music, rock music. If I'm singing, you know, I love that. It makes me yeah. See, there you go. Work with me, girl. You know, it makes me happy. You know,
I love
Andreas,
music.
I'm so happy you should sing. Why don't you sing Happy Birthday to KiKi?
Want me to sing it?
Yeah.
Want me to sing it? Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Sing along, motherfuckers. How about
Why
that?
you gonna cuss in the middle of my song?
Did he say Happy Birthday, motherfucker?
No, he said, "Come on, sing along, motherfucker."
That is not what I meant. Have
It is
I ever
a
sang you a Happy
bad.
Birthday song?
What? What you say,
Was that in
girl?
English? Because you said that about 6 octaves higher than normal.
What?
Can you bring that back down? What did you
I
say?
said, have I ever sang you a Happy Birthday song?
Not me?
Never, ever, ever in your long-legged life.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
is so second
Have
grade.
you
Ever,
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 ever.
ever in your long-legged life, long-legged say with a long-legged
Oh.
wife?
That is so. That look
No,
on his face.
never, ever, ever,
Never,
ever.
ever,
I'm
ever.
sorry.
Long leg life.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, I'm happy, guys. I'm happy.
Right. That
And when
made
I'm
me happy
happy,
too.
happy is infectious, y'all. Y'all
It
didn't
is.
know that. Wouldn't you rather
Oh my
make
God.
people happy than to make people angry? Or I just love it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sporty. I'm ready for my happy birthday
That one.
song.
Oh dang. Okay. Well,
Yeah, we just got
it's
yelled
your
at. We
birthday.
just
She
got yelled
said get back on task. Well, the task is a birthday. So, okay, you can have a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear wonderful friend KiKi. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Slap, slap.
I hope Cousin Chan was saving that because we
Oh
will be
God.
using that
Oh, y'all
again.
suck.
Soundbite. Yay, Sporty.
Oh,
Thank you.
no soundbite. That was for just you.
Thank you. No, it was for everybody who just listened to this.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess
All
they
right.
all heard it. See?
All right. Let me give you some stuff that people have submitted in terms of what they do to keep themselves happy, right?
What? Uh-huh.
They said that using the golden rule, treat others how
The
you
golden
always want to
shower?
be treated. Focus.
Oh.
One way I keep happy in my life is leading by example and following the golden rule. I always try to treat others how I would like to be treated. Now, this doesn't always work, but I can't be worried about what others do. I can only control and change me, and if I feel good about what I do, then I can keep my happy about who I am.
Okay.
That's absolutely great. But in those instances, I want to focus on people because this is where people actually get caught up and lose their happy. So I want to emphasize in that this part. Focus again on your intention, not the other person's intention. Because if you extend yourself and other people don't extend themselves back to you, most people get angry about that. After I came and picked up in a flat tire at 4 o'clock in the morning, and her baby daddy wouldn't get, you know what I mean? And all I asked her to do was pick me up some Cheetos, some Flaming Hot Cheetos from the gas station, and she was on her way to my house. Right? That's what people do, right?
Yep.
So don't get.
Sorry.
So if you go ahead and you focus on the fact that when you went to pick her up at 4 o'clock in the morning to help her with her flat tire when her baby daddy would do nothing, you focus on that because your intention was pure. It was good. It came from a good place. Focus on that. Don't focus on the fact that she won't get you no damn Flaming Hot Cheetos from the gas station when she on her way to your house. Because then now you done now sabotaged your own happy.
Right. You messed it up.
Go ahead,
That
Andrea.
makes sense.
Man, let me say something. I don't know nothing about no Cheetos on no cheese, melted cheese on no Flaming Hots. That's some old hood rat stuff. I don't know nothing about that. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm halfway bougie. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Don't even try
Halfway.
to front.
Did you
No,
say
don't even
halfway?
try. What'd you say? What about the peppermint and the dill pickle? Of, of course I do.
Of
Hello,
course.
duh. I said halfway bougie. I didn't say all the way. I didn't say all the way. But yes, focus on your intention and how it came from a good place. Otherwise, you will sabotage your own happy in doing that. So again, it's about perception. It's about the way you look at things. Again, you can't change other people, but you can change how you deal with them. You can change their position in your life and their priority, the level of priority in your life. So, with that being said, knowing that you have that power in and of itself should make you flipping happy. Because I know I'm always happy about having control. I'm just saying. That's just me.
No kidding. We clear,
I
clear
didn't
about
ask for
that.
the amen. I didn't ask for the amen corner on that. I
So,
didn't. I didn't. I didn't ask you for the truth. I didn't ask you for nothing. Nothing. We have a caller in the queue. That's what I'm being told by our producer. Let's see what happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Who this here?
mm-mm.
Hey,
What's up?
what up? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Hold on.
I don't know who all is on the line. I chimed in a little late. I just got in from my late workout, so I apologize for being tardy.
Don't be tardy for the party. Who is this?
This is Tree.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 6'5.5" freak of nature, Timmy Calderette. What's up, Poppy?
That man, what's going on? I heard y'all talking about happiness and all of that stuff. I was like, man, I'm feeling pretty good about y'all feeling good.
You was feeling good about peppermint and the dill pickle and all that?
Now, I never did that, and I can't eat flaming hot Cheetos either. I can't do that. I'll be an upside down volcano in the morning.
Oh, Lord. You don't want
No,
that.
we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah.
Are you sitting in with us, Tree?
I can't stay long because I gotta get up early.
Okay, well, can you tell me one thing that you do to keep you happy in spite of situations that you may be facing?
I love making people laugh until they can't control themselves. That's a high for me. You already know I'm silly, and I don't know who else is on the line. Is that Rocky?
No, it's Andreas.
Andreas, what's going on?
Man, what's going on, fam? How you doing? Everything good with you?
Man, I'm maintaining, not complaining,
My man.
My man. I sound like one of them slick dudes at some little lounges or something, rhyming for no reason.
A tavern. You sit at the tavern at the end of the bar.
I'm gonna make you an honorary slide.
So you like to make people laugh?
Man, I like making people laugh, but it's especially, it hits a sweet spot with me when I make people laugh to the point where they can't, they buckled over and they can't get up, they can't breathe, they're crying. That puts me way up there. That'll make, if I can do that one time a day, I'll be happy for the rest of my life.
That's good stuff.
I love that stuff.
Okay. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. We were talking about some of the things that we do. We talked about meditation. We talked about keeping positive people around you. We also talked about, you were talking about you enjoy, it makes you happy to make people laugh, but we were talking about how to find the happy in laughter in and of itself and finding something funny in the situation. You know what I mean? Like, it, you know, how most people might say it could be worse, but I always try to find the funny in it, because, you know, when you say it could be worse, then you now have woken up the worst and said, hey, come on over, show me how bad it can be, right? So and then we also talked about almost fake it till you make it, because you know how people say fake it till you make it, and we were talking about the difference between actually faking it till you make it, that you fake it but you don't focus on faking it so much, which is what most people do, but you focus on making it. So it's like, okay, well, why, you know, and examining things and removing the negative emotion from the equation, so that you can find the happy in it, because most people focus on the negative emotion. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You know, we're not we're conditioned to feel good. No one starts their day hoping that it goes bad. We're conditioned to look forward to good stuff. So when bad stuff happens to us, it stands out. A lot of people, I can say, hey man, recall 5 of the best times of your life. And they'll be like, oh, well, it was just one time. Let me think. If you say, find some of the worst crap, it sticks out, because that's traumatic to our psyche. The human being, we're not conditioned for things to go wrong. So when stuff happens and it's negative, you can't get that off your mind. You know, you can't get it off. It's like, man, this is messing me up. And I'm telling you, man, I've adopted the mindset that what you put out there is what you get back. If you at the Grand Canyon and you yell out, "Hey, punk ass," you're not gonna get back. You are awesome. So I'm telling you, it's like if I walk up to you and look at KiKi and was like, you look cheap. You'd be like, nigga, you look cheap. You are looking really good today. If you say, well, you look cheap, and I'll be like, well, damn, she just screwed up. But at least I know that what I'm putting out there is good. And most times, what you put out there is what you get back.
Tree.
And so when negative things happen, we don't like it. We just don't.
Maybe I like cheap.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm happy today, so everything is funny to me. I'm making a joke out of everything today. Okay, I put on makeup, Tree, so you know I'm feeling good.
And she put holes in her shirt too.
I did what to my shirt?
You put holes in her shirt.
No, I didn't. That's the way it is, baby girl. I'm the Incredible Hulk. I'm busting out my sleeves. Anyway, no, but I really want people to focus on what Tree just said. He gave a great analogy, and I don't want y'all to miss that. Tree just said that you have to think about things in terms of what you put out, you will get back. Every time you get ready to focus on the negativity, think about yourself standing on that observatory at the Grand Canyon and saying, hey, motherfucker, you suck. And expect that echo to come back. It's not going to come back awesome like you said. You're going to get, hey, motherfucker, you suck. That's what you're going to get back. So make sure you're conscious about what you're putting out there. So if you're putting out happy, you're going to get happy.
Telling you, I can attest to that wholeheartedly at this very second as I'm saying it to you. That positivity that you focus on, and look, I'm not saying be this positivity automaton, you know. There are things that are gonna get on your nerves. It's just a fact. We can't, like, if I saw somebody stomp out a baby cat or kitten, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's fine, it's okay. I'm gonna want to wring that person's neck. I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, I can see how it feels with some giant stepping on your neck. Come here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But there are things that we have to understand, that what we do with how we feel will determine what we do next. Meaning, let me just give you an example. Somebody say something crazy to me at a bar, and I don't want to say nothing back. I want to punch him in the mouth. But I punched him so hard he fell and he cracked his head and fractured his skull. Now he's in the hospital in a coma. Now I'm going to jail because what I did will determine what I do next, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. And the fact that you didn't move fast enough and you're an easy person to spot. He's 6'5.5". He's light skinned, ain't got muscles. Ain't too many of y'all walking around, you're gonna be easy to spot.
I'm not getting away.
No, you're not getting away. You ain't getting away. You ain't blending in. But I get your point, Tree. You're absolutely right. You know, your actions will determine the next action and the next action and the next action. So again, negativity begets more negativity. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Make like a newborn and head out.
You know what? We're not going to do that tonight. We're not doing that. We're not doing that tonight. I thought I banned you on Periscope from saying that. I think I banned you on Blab from saying that. Stop it.
Oh, that's funny.
Any old way.
You
all right,
baby, I appreciate birthday joke.
It is. I appreciate you, Daddy-O. I thank you so much for calling in. He didn't say happy birthday, though. Sure. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, I
give up her cookie for dessert.
I ain't said, Mama, that wasn't me. Mama, that was 40. She said that. I didn't say that, Mama.
Really? You gonna put me on the hook with Mama?
Because you know why. You already know why. It's already. And also,
just for the record, I think sport is a nasty motherfucker.
See, Rocky not even here. You pulling him in this mess.
That's all right. But thank you, Tree. I appreciate you staying up late and stopping by. We're going to get you back on a little bit later this year. What happened to?
Something.
You want to tell me something?
Like what?
It's a Chicago thing, man.
We all from Chicago?
Yes. I agree with that.
Okay, I'll wait. Okay, thank you, baby.
All right.
Okay,
all right.
Bye.
Peace out, baby.
All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim and Kyle Durrett. Check him out. Tim and Kyle Durrett on Twitter. TIMON Kyle. KYLEDURRETT. Also on Facebook, same thing.
Get your spelling on.
Shut up. NTO way. All right, here's another thing that came in from our listeners, as a matter of fact. What they do to keep their happy is that they always try to find the silver lining, no matter what. Even in the most terrible of situations, they always seem to find a silver lining. I know some people are like, well, sometimes there's just no way you can find anything good. Yeah, there are ways you can find good things. There are ways. What about y'all with the silver lining?
I think that's a very good thing to do, because if you can see or look for the silver lining in something, or the situation or the person or whatever the case may be, then you know, that should automatically take you to the good part of whatever is going on. I really think that's a good thing to pull from. You know, it makes me smile because, you know, the outcome is like, look at that, you know, and then look what it took to achieve that, and look what it took to make that happen. So that you know, that makes me happy. It does. It really does. Because
I
I'm
know the
telling
silver
you,
lining.
you want a silver lining example for real?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so my I don't know what I was thinking, but I signed up for this lung cancer, lung disease awareness stair climb thing to climb all
Mhm.
4 presidential towers in 6 weeks. And so the silver lining is I'm gonna finish. Cause I'm sitting here now with the practice and the training. You know those stairs we went to, Andreas?
Uh-huh.
5 times is 1 tower.
Ooh. Well, that's not a lot.
But you got to
No,
do 4 towers.
I gotta
I
do
can be able to
4
do it.
towers.
I can be able
Well,
to
I
do
will
it.
say this, Sporty. The silver lining to that is that your lungs work and you are capable of doing that. There are
Uh-huh.
people
Yes.
who do not have the luxury of being able to take 2 or 3 steps
Yes.
without gasping for air. So the silver lining in that is that you are in a healthy space where you can do that. So
And
there's
if you
like,
need help the next day, I'll come over and help you because you're not going to be able to move. There's the silver lining.
and the silver lining is you have a good friend that is willing to come help you. See, look at that.
Thank you,
So
cause
when you
I'm a sure
aching
need
and
you.
crying, talking about somebody I can't move, I think the silver lining is that you have a good friend who is willing to come and help you, right?
Uh-huh.
Amen.
And make
I
fun of
want to know
your
what
ass.
I see Wes in the chat room said he's still in that one. I want to know which one what it is that he said he was stealing.
Right, what he's
Um,
stealing? Probably
I don't
Tree's
know, but
comment.
here's another thing that I want everybody to remember. In terms of keeping you happy, because time is flying by. I hope y'all ain't missed the fact that it's already after 11:15. But
Oh
um,
wow.
one of the things I do and I always encourage other people to do in terms of keeping their happy is keep your eyes on your own paper.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is that stop looking at other people's situation and comparing yours to theirs. Because I may use that phrase where I say watch your own front yard, right? And
Mhm.
what I mean is that while you watching your neighbor's front yard and how fluffy their grass is and how pretty their flowers are blooming, that energy that you're focusing on theirs, you could be toiling your own soil and making sure that your thing is right, right? So keep your eyes on your own paper or watch your own front yard, whichever one you want, whichever analogy you want to use, a euphemism you want to use, you're welcome to use. But I hope you get the message in terms of focus on yours and how you can change yours and make your situation better than focusing on the Joneses and what they have going on over there in the Jones house.
Mhm. The grass is not always greener. You water your own.
Yeah, I like Mr. Jones too. We got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong.
Really? Baby, I don't know. I want some of the happy juice you drinking, Andreas.
Cause he be
That's
having
what I
it.
want.
Oh,
You know what's
he's having
interesting,
it.
and it has nothing to do with the topic, is that I see everybody's representing today. You got your pearls around your neck. I got I got mine on my wrist. Andreas got his Mason jacket hanging up in the back.
Oh
He went
Lord,
to, why he
really?
got on a why he got on a
Hey,
Mount
this is
Carmel
McNabb's
jersey?
high school jersey.
I'm like, you did not go to no goddamn Mount
I
Carmel.
went
The
to
only time you ever
Kenwood.
saw Mount Carmel was when you was getting on off that Stony Island bus. Shut the hell up.
Kenwood. I
Anyway,
went to the best high school, Kenwood, baby. Mm-hmm.
anywho, um, Andreas,
Yes.
you said you had one you wanted to share with us later.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one?
it's kind of hard to explain, but me being able to ignore a lot of things is a happy thing for me. Me being able to ignore a lot of bullshit, and even with me ignoring a lot of bullshit, it keeps me from slapping the shit out of somebody. So it's that's another way I stay. No, I'm serious. I'm serious because
The fact that you didn't slap the shit out of somebody makes you
yes,
happy?
it's because
Okay.
I can find my happy place inside of me. I'm able to ignore a lot of stuff
Are
because
you
if I
channeling your
didn't,
inner Chan today?
that's yeah. But I'm not no chance. Yes, I think so. It's and especially like I said, in what I do for a living right now, I have to be able to ignore. If I'm
Uh-huh.
able to ignore, I'm not in a constant state of I want to fuck you upism. So yeah.
Now you know what, Kiki? You know what, Kiki? I totally get what he's saying because I can always remember when I would go, I go pick him up from work. And the first thing you say to somebody, he gets in the car, I'm like, hey, how was your day? And he was like, I'm gone from that place. I don't remember how my day
I don't
was. Can
remember.
we go? That is his statement every time he get in the car. And then he moves on to harassing me or the baby or whatever so he can move on and be happy because he literally drops what has just happened and
Yeah,
transpired, and he turns into a whole other person once he closes that car door from the job.
I have
And
to.
I think it takes a lot for a person to have the ability to turn off what
To
has happened,
disconnect.
like in their work day or whatever else
Hmm.
they've just come from, and to regroup, and do something totally different to make them happy or to put themselves in a place where they're in a better attitude or a better space than just
And
sitting
there's
there,
something else.
bitching and complaining.
There's something else, if I might add. And people may
Sure.
think this is just really clicheist of me, but I give my issues to the creator. I just don't worry about anything. Worrying is like prayers to the devil. So whatever issues I may be having, I just give it to him, and I leave it right there. I have to.
So
All
let
of
me
us.
ask you this.
Mhm. Go
Okay.
ahead,
And
ask
then
me.
the reason why I'm asking this is because we're giving everybody all these things to do, but we're not telling them how to do it in most terms. So I'm gonna ask you, how do you release it?
I just I let it go. I know what's on my heart. I know what's in my mind. I know what bothers me. I know what's troubling me. And we all have these things going on in our lives, even though we may say that we don't. I give it to him and I just let it go. It's just gone. I give it to him and I just let it go.
I
You
don't know,
know,
but I need something more concrete.
that's all I know how. That's the only way I know how to put it.
I know, and I'm just trying to, for me to process. I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm saying in terms of some people, they need examples of what you do. Like for they might say, um, I will write it down on a piece of paper, tear the piece of, make whatever, have whatever thought I'm gonna have, tear that piece of paper up, burn it, and I've released it.
Okay, I understand exactly what you mean. I just
That's why I'm asking, what do you do to release it, to let it go to
it's
the
it's
creator?
it's funny that you asked me that. I don't know if I could even put it to words how I
Okay.
release it. I just wherever I'm at when I say I'm giving it to you, I leave it right there and I go on about my business.
Okay.
So I can't
All
even
right.
really tell you how to release it. So I just release it
Okay.
that way.
So you're just saying that it's a conscious choice that you make
Yes.
mentally to do it as opposed to something overt and physical.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Hmm.
Okay. I
That
mean,
makes
that's another
sense.
thing though. Yeah, it does. And that's another thing too that helps you keep your happy is that you have to know what to not freaking worry about shit. I know it sounds cliche, worry about the things that you can change and the other stuff, you know what I mean? All that other stuff. I don't even worry about the stuff that I can change. You want to know why? Because I fucking change it. Right? So if I can't change it, it's not my problem. I'm
Hmm.
not taking on somebody else's job, right? So, okay, check, that's off my list. I can't change it, right? Okay, shit that I can't change, change it. Right?
I got a happy, but I have to put it in the form of a poem.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
So, um, here we go. Roses are red. My words are true. Giving head keeps me from being blue.
Add
Yeah.
him too. Add him too. He won't have no blue balls. He won't have blue balls. You really need to get your life, Missy. I don't even
Well, it
understand how we
does.
got to you giving head. But that makes her happy, y'all.
It does. It makes me happy.
Oh, look, Kermit sips his tea. Look what I'm doing.
You gonna put your makeup on?
I'm a powder my nose, damn it.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I'm not fooling with you. I'm not fooling with you. Anyway, you interrupted us having a very enlightening, insightful moment with that.
Well, sex does
All
make
right,
me
Donna.
happy.
All right, Donald, thank you for stopping by. And that was another thing that I tell people to keep their happy. Release those endorphins. Get that vasopressin and oxytocin flowing. Have
Yes,
sex.
yes,
It
yes.
makes you happy. I'm
I
just saying.
agree. Happy,
Now,
happy, joy, joy. A
I
real man,
will.
not a toy.
I do need to put a caveat out there, though.
Uh-oh.
That is not for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because some people are emotional fuckers, right? Like I like to eat. I will eat when I get emotional, right? If I'm
Eat
going through
what?
something, it'll probably food.
Okay.
How you going with this?
You're the one talking about sex and then eating. I'm just checking.
No, what I'm saying is I'm making the comparison what I do to soothe, because people do self-soothing things. I will sometimes eat. That's what makes me happy. I love food. I dance when I eat, get my food at the table. I do the happy dance. When I'm cooking, I sing to my food. I talk to my food because it makes me happy, right? Again, if you are one of those people, you have to stay away from your triggers in terms of if you are an emotional screwer, you're an emotional eater, you're emotional, whatever it is that you do, you need to make sure that you're being a better person in terms of succumbing to those particular triggers. So again, not sex, sex, sex to solve your problem or to mask your problem or to
True.
forget about your problem. Sex to change your attitude about your problem.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay? Because again, Wes says playing video games makes him happy too. He's not had a chance to play in a while. Get Cousin Chan's PS whatever stuff. Xbox. I don't know what the hell this stuff the games is.
PS4.
Whatever. That makes her happy too. That's her happy place. In her bed with a remote, with her game controller in her hands and her thumbs and fingers doing this. I think. I don't even really know what fingers you use. Whatever. But that's her happy place. But again, find that thing that makes you happy and then focus on that. I burn sage. I burn candles.
Let's come on stage.
You see my face? I am not amused. Okay. All right. He said he wanted a PS4. We got Chan a PS4 for Christmas. Anywho, but again, find those things that make you happy and you focus on those. Don't focus on the negative stuff because that negative stuff, again, will keep you downtrodden. I know there's somebody in the queue. I know our cousin Chan will get to them in a moment. I just had sorry, that, how you get that one loose hair that gets you, the thing. Anyway, here's another thing. Here's another thing that helps you keep you happy. Ask for what you want.
Mm.
That way, it does not leave room for misunderstanding. It does not leave room for misinterpretation. It sets boundaries for both you and all the other parties involved, right? So you can't get mad and be disappointed and be sad and and not happy about something because you didn't ask for what it is that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense to y'all? Is that, you know,
It does.
ever found yourself pissed off because you didn't ask for what you want, but you were mad at that person as opposed to not being mad at yourself?
Mm-hmm. That's why I always answer. I
Yes.
mean, ask.
And then they say, I'm not a mind reader. Had you opened your mouth and said something, you wouldn't have that
Mm-hmm.
problem.
That's why I
Are you
always
putting
ask.
on makeup?
That's why I always
Huh?
ask.
Are you
I
really
ask.
putting on your makeup?
Yeah, I am. Why not?
Okay.
It's my birthday, bitches.
I always ask. You know, can you send me a naked picture? Can you do something? Yeah, I always
Whatever. I can't with your
ask.
life. You must not be getting none because you talking about it a whole lot.
No,
And
I'm not. I'm not. It's been a
on
long
that
time.
note, on that note, for those of you guys who just may be joining us, this is Playing Devil's Advocate. I am your host, Miss Kiki, the consummate provocateur, and tonight we're talking about how to keep you happy. And we also, I keep getting intermittent birthday poems from Sporty Sparkly Angel. I even got a serenade from Andreas. So if you want to be a part of our conversation and tell us what you do to keep you happy, you can give us a call at 347-237-5271. Press 1 so our producer knows you're in the queue and you have something you would like to share with us. Or you can go to our Facebook wall, facebook.com/playing devil's advocate. And there you'll be able to post comments, or you can click the link so that you can watch us on YouTube and participate in our actual interactive chat room that we have on YouTube. And you can also send us a tweet at PDA underscore Miss Kiki. And with all of that being said,
Incoming phone call. Pick up the phone immediately.
ladies and gentlemen, I think we have Rocky.
Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh,
Did you hurt yourself on that last one? He said, "Oh, oh,
Oh, oh.
you just came in on the bad part.
Do it again then so we can all hear.
No, no. That was good. Happy birthday, Kiki.
I am over here crying.
thank you, thank you, Rocky. Thank you.
Oh,
For January, baby, I will do the turn up tomorrow on my birthday, so I will keep it going.
Thank you very much.
Probably throughout the week.
Well, just don't hurt nobody, okay?
especially with that moan.
I promise I won't, and I wanna echo the sentiment. It's always good to bust some nuts. Always.
It makes you happy, Rocky? That makes you happy?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, he been posing naked on the internet, Kiki.
Wait, what? Wait.
He,
What'd you say, Sporty? He posed naked on the internet.
I said, you know, he been posing naked on the internet lately, so he feeling himself for real.
Wait, Rocky. You naked on Facebook?
Oh no, I mean I would. I told you I had a setup. Technically, I was not naked, but
He was. You, oh Lord, he's singing.
I have
Not free
tears in
falling.
my
He was free
eyes.
balling. He was free balling. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you do to keep your happy, Rocky?
yeah, I mean, can't even talk about all that. What the hell?
Oh shit.
That's show appropriate.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I enjoy playing sports. I enjoy, watching sports. Recreating, traveling. You know, I'm also a person that I like to always have a next adventure to look up to, whether it's a trip or a, you know what I mean. So we always have something to look forward to, and I think that keeps everybody, at least in my household, able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, even when things aren't going great in your life. You know, in maybe a couple months or you know, a few weeks, we're gonna go somewhere and do something fun and kind of get away. And so I would definitely encourage anybody to set something out there to look forward to, whatever it may be for you.
That's what's up.
That sounds like an internet dating profile.
Online dating profile.
That sounds like an internet dating profile. Playing fish, Rocky.
Help him.
Adventurous. He's spontaneous. And he likes a C-clamp every now and again. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rocky.
We're going to translate internet dating profile. Like when people say, I'm spontaneous.
That's a great
and I like
idea.
having fun. I will fuck you anywhere.
Rocky, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. Don't give it away, Rocky. You just said it. Make a note of it, Sporty. We are going to translate internet dating profiles online, and I want Rocky on that show because we're going to find us a bunch of profiles and we're going to let him translate them. I love
Now
it.
that should be interesting.
I think him and Rodney on the air translating fucking dating profiles.
Girl.
I think that's what I want. I want Rocky. We gonna put it together. We gonna make it happen.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Anywhere, any place, anytime. You don't have to make reservations for it.
I mean, without us getting too much off the rabbit trail, going down a rabbit trail and giving away a show that we gonna do anyway. But I do think that people saying that they're spontaneous, they're trying to say that they're not a stick in the mud. They're trying to say that they're fun, loving, and they can fly by the seat of their pants. Whatever that flying by the seat of their pants is, whether that's we can do it anytime, any place, or you can call me and I'm game for some fun, But again, it also can mean I'm a fucking stalker and we'll show up at your house at any damn moment too.
Exactly.
But I can't wait to hear what you guys gonna have to say when we find these dating profiles. So that's what we're gonna go on a hunt for, finding some dating profiles. Rocky, thank you so much.
I just stay away from those goal-oriented, focused people. They're not fun at all.
Oh my God.
All right, baby.
Oh my gosh.
It is time for our Ask PDA letter. Rocky, did you want to stick around for that? No, I'm not gonna read that one because I know Keisha listens to the show, so I don't want you to. Yeah. So, I think. Yes. Because see, I know that if I did that one on air tonight, she would know exactly that it was you. So let me go ahead. For those of you guys who are watching us on Periscope, welcome to the broadcast. We're about to do our Ask PDA letter, and we're going to have us a good little time. We are joined by Rocky Miller, the regular guy. Also, we are joined, of course, always, with Andreas, absolutely nothing like a Pimp Ferguson, and Sporty Spunky Angel. And we're about to do our Ask PDA letter. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody at this point so that I'm not hearing any background noise. And here we go. We're going to get this letter underway because I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about it. Wow. I know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to let y'all go first. So with that being said, let's do the disclaimer.
At some point, you will be offended by something said on our show. But Playing Devil's Advocate is going to be a forum for open, honest, and more importantly, judgment-free dialogue. The opinions expressed here may not necessarily be those of our hosts or the show in general, but we're willing to have the uncomfortable conversation so that we can heal and find solutions for our listeners and quite possibly ourselves. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
All right, today's Ask PDA letter is being brought to you by our producer's drink of the week. Thank you, Titus Woman, for joining us. If you haven't had a chance to check out our producer's drink of the week, Sake to Me, go to facebook.com/Playing Devil's Advocate and try it out. Don't forget to let our producer know what you think about her drink. Try it. Send us pictures, video. We like to see all of that stuff. So here's the letter. We want to get your input for you guys that are watching us on Periscope and our people who are watching us on YouTube. We know they're going to get their 2 cents. They do not hold back on anything. So here we go. Dear PDA, I'm always a happy person overall. I'm fun, always have a smile on my face, and I always get others to have a good time. I don't have a lot by way of material things, but I have great family and a lot of friends. I'm a support system to all of those who need me, and I don't mind that. It actually makes me happy to be there for others. My issue is I don't feel like anyone is really there for me. I will call my friends just to see how they're doing, but nobody calls me to see how I'm doing. When I'm feeling down or in my feelings, I really don't feel like I have someone I can go to. I will call a friend, and somehow how I'm feeling takes a back seat in the conversation, and my needs never seem to get addressed. If I'm really being honest, it makes me feel alone, and I'm starting to be resentful, and I don't know what to do. Can you offer me some suggestions? Signed, Who Can I Run To? And I'm going to start with you, Andreas.
Okay,
and
starting
see
with
what you
me.
have to say.
Okay, starting with me. It sounds like you're winning. That's cool. If doing things and listening to what other people have to, let's say, gripe about or complain about, it's a great thing. But I honestly don't think that you save any of what you give away for yourself. If you could save some of that for you. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Andreas. I'm going to go to Sporty, and then I'm going to go to Rocky.
Well, the first thing I would say is if you have those type of people in your life that you don't feel you have a person you can go to and they come to you, I would reevaluate who you have in your circle and who you're being there for. It's one thing to be a support system for someone, but it's also another thing to be a doormat. You know, one thing I always say is if you're going to walk on my love, take off your shoes. Create a space where you have people who support you in your life just like you support them. So reevaluate what's around you so that you can have those things that you require for yourself. And also be a self-cleaning oven. But if you want to have that, create that in your space.
Okay. All right. We're going to hear what Rocky has to say, and then I'll wrap it right on up. Go for it, Rocky.
All right. Like I said, this is just advice that you have to do. But I need he or she to go to the nearest mirror and look in that mirror and ask yourself, why have I surrounding myself with people who I cannot depend on. Is that their fault or my fault? That's
All right. All right, Rocky. And to kind of build on what I'm hearing from everyone else, again, Sporty's absolutely right. It's great to be a support system for other people. However, you need to also have a safe space to be supported as well. I'm going to go ahead and mute. All right. It is also great to be a support system as well to other people, but you need to have somebody to be there for you. I liken it to the thing that I said before on the show, and that I say to people all the time, is that people can't continue you can't allow people to continue to take withdrawals from you and never deposit anything, because then you will find yourself overdrawn, and because people are energy and resource vampires, and they will take, and you have to draw the line. If you're finding that you have a bunch of people around you who are selfish and self-involved, again, that's not their fault. They are who they are. It's on you to toe the line. Okay? And if you're feeling alone, basically in a room full of people, there's some things that you need to address. You know, I'm hearing some other things, because there's two different people. There's a person at the very first paragraph that says, I'm a happy person overall, I'm fun, I have a smile on my face, and I like to have a good time, and I don't have a whole lot, but I got great friends and family. But then by the end, you're saying they're dismissive, they don't care about my feelings, nobody ever listens, I feel alone and resentful. You need to start speaking up for yourself. If you have someone that you want to talk to, then you need to find that person to talk to. If not, you can reach out to me, put some money in that PayPal. I'll be your ear. Again, because it's not the fact that people aren't listening to you and addressing your needs. It's how you are articulating what your needs are. Again, I talked about earlier, and keeping you happy is ask for what you want. If you're asking for what you want from these people by way of, I need you to be a support system for me, I need you to be my ear, and you're not getting that, then we need to address why you're still beating your head up against that wall. But again, it starts with you, my dear. I don't know if you're a man or you're a woman, but it starts with you. You have to ask for what you want, and don't accept anything less. All right, for those of you guys who are watching on Periscope, thank you so much for joining us. We're going back to YouTube, so if you want to be a part of the conversation on how to keep you happy, you can go to facebook.com/playing devil's advocate and join by clicking the link, and you can watch us on YouTube, and you can interact in our interactive chat room, because we have an interactive chat room going on over there, and I can't wait to hear what these clowns have to say. So I'm bidding adieu to you guys on Periscope. See you next time. All right, guys. Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
It is. It's sad, though, that you don't feel like you have anybody that you can reach out to. And I don't know how you can manage to find your happy and all of that, because you have no place to release the unhappy. I mean, the not happy stuff. So I just want to know. I'm interested in knowing where that person would actually dump that stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's a weird space to be in, because I can remember a time where I felt like, the people around me that were in this state, were not supportive of me, and I didn't have what I needed in regard to having a support system, and even, my support system was always too far away. I mean, like you and Chan are there. Andreas wasn't here. He was in Texas or wherever. So I'm saying it's like the people that I needed were not near me. So I needed to create a space where I have people around me that are a support system to me like I am to them. And it's not about do it for me because I do it for you, but everybody needs something or someone to be able to, like you said, release all of that so that you can maintain your happy place.
Everybody needs somebody
Right.
somehow.
You know,
What?
exactly.
You know,
Or
but
you'll be
again,
miserable,
it,
man.
yes, it will. And again, I'm just gonna go over some of the things that we talked about in terms, since we only got about 10 minutes left in the show. We're gonna talk about some of the things that. Go ahead, Rocky.
Have breaking news.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, breaking news. In the elite newspaper, in the elite blog, elite dating blog, it's reported that a big butt is a healthy butt, and women with big butts are smarter. I mean, and that follows the themes of the things that make me happy.
Big booty smart women.
And also, scientists from Oxford, from the University of Oxford, have discovered that women with larger than average butts are not only increasingly intelligent, but also are very resistant to chronic disease. The results found that women with larger backsides tend to have lower levels of cholesterol and are more likely to produce hormones to metabolize sugar. Therefore, women with big butts are less likely to have diabetes and heart problems. And having a big butt requires an excess of omega-3 fats, which have been proven to catalyze brain development. Researchers also found that children born to women with wider hips are intellectually superior to the children of slimmer, less curvy mothers.
Did you actually reading that? Is that real?
That's-
Because
Why are you? I'm just. So what you trying to say? You smart? You're intellectually superior? So? Just the facts, sir. Just the facts. No, you're an Aquarian, so of course that automatically changes the game anyway. Happy birthday to you early, because it's about to be in 8 minutes. It's gonna be your birthday, dude. Well, 8 minutes for me. An hour and 8 minutes for you. But anyway, happy birthday to you.
happy birthday.
And I'm gonna wrap this thing up right here. We're gonna go over some of the things that people, in case you missed it. Wes in the chat is saying that's some good news. Whatever. Remember, keep your eyes on your own paper, ladies and gentlemen. When you find yourself losing your happy, focus on you. Stop looking at what Rocky and Keisha are doing. They going to Puerto Rico and Puerto Vallarta and Oslo, Sweden, and all that other stuff. Stop looking at them talking about some, oh man, is it? No. Stop focusing on what they're doing and focus on how you can do what it is that you want to do. Use that energy to do what it is that you want to do, right? Also, you also need to determine first, when you're losing that happy thing, is if you're happy or if you're unhappy versus not happy. Because again, those are two separate concepts. Not happy is situational. Unhappy is an overarching thing. Okay? And then remember that when you're experiencing those moments where you're losing your happy or you've misplaced it, remove that negative emotion from the equation. Remove it so that you can find that silver lining. So you can find those things. Again, we use the example of writing whatever it is that you feel some kind of way about. And I know Sporty hates that phrase. On a piece of paper, tearing it up, throwing it away, setting it on fire, whatever it is. Those are all ways to release that stuff. Okay? And again, always focus on yours. Stop looking outside. Focus on within. That's a great way to keep you happy. In spite of everything. You might be sick, shut in, not feeling, can't get up out of your bed and need somebody to help you come wipe your ass. But guess what? You got somebody that's willing to come and wipe your ass. You could be sitting in shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to be happy about. Andreas, why are you making that face?
Sitting in shit. You could be sitting in shit.
Could. You could.
That's so nasty.
I'm not making this
wipe
stuff
your
up.
ass for you.
No, but again, just like you said to Sporty, she's doing this challenge for the
Mhm.
lung association where she's got to climb all these stairs. And one of the things you offer to her is, okay, well, I'll come by the next day because I know you're gonna be hurting and barely able to move. Yeah, in that moment while
Oh, I
she's
can
in
laugh.
pain, and she, whatever reason for, but you still gonna get up and get us some water if she asks you to, right? But the reality is, she still has somebody to come by and keep her
Yeah.
company and help her through that situation. So when she's sitting there feeling like, woe is me, I'm hurt, I can't get up, and she wearing the stew out of Mimi, then she that's something that she could be grateful about. You know what I'm saying? So we always have to
Right.
look at those other things. And again, when people were talking about the golden rule, doing unto others, although others may not do it unto you, don't focus on what they've done to you. Focus on what you did and your intention.
I
You
get it.
can't focus on how people did me wrong. And then finally, think about what Tree said, not the acting like a baby and heading out, but think about standing on the edge of that Grand Canyon and yelling out that negative thing. You're going to get that echo back to you. So be conscious of that. If you're focused on the negative all the time, you're going to get negative back. If you're focused on happy and positive will present itself to you in abundance. In abundance.
Now, that makes sense to me. That makes
Okay?
sense to
Yeah.
me. Like you always talking about how how our universe will, how our universe works for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we put into it, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final thoughts, guys? We got about 2 minutes left.
Well, one thing that I will say about about keeping your happy is this. Um, the biggest thing that we can always remember is that it takes a lot less to smile, and you can't frown in the same instance. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot more to just let stuff go, and it makes room for, a lot more good things to be in your space than to live in misery and to live in being uncomfortable and unhappy. It's a lot easier to just, things happen, let it go, and keep going.
Okay. Andreas, final word?
Honestly, I just say, be cool. Just be cool with it, because the things that are bothering you today, you won't even remember next week. So just be cool.
All right. Rocky, did you have some final words?
Yeah, I just want to say that big butts.
I ain't fooling with you, man.
I can't take him.
I can't. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rocky. All right. I'm just gonna say this real quickly before I get out of here because we only got about a minute and a half left, less than that. But I do want to say thank you guys so much for all the birthday love, whether it was on social media, via text, via email, whatever it was. I appreciate you and I thank you. Even though they were haters and didn't want to give me a party on. They were hating and didn't want to give me a party this year. So forget them. Anywho, I just want to say thank you guys and happy birthday to you, Rocky. With big shout out to you. Enjoy your day, brother man. Also, make sure you're here next week. We're gonna have a fabulous show going into February. It's the first week of Black History Month. It is also the first week of the month of love with Valentine's Day. So we have a series of shows that we will be doing that will spotlight the Black experience here in America and around the world, and also love life things as well. So please stay tuned for that. And on behalf of our producer cousin Chan, Sporty Spunky Angel, Andre is absolutely nothing like a Pimp Ferguson, and our incredible invisible intern number 3, And I am the consummate provocateur, your host, Kiki. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you next week. I'm tired. I'm out the door. I can't do no more. Is there's anything, I mean anything else they need to do to find
Google
out
us,
about us?
bitches.
See, she did it too early. Google us, bitches.
Wow. Okay. Great. All right. Google us, bitches, unless you're my mom, and in which case, you don't have the right to do that. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready to have a Kiki?
Let's have a Kiki,
Yes, let's have a
y'all.
birthday Kiki.
Oh, well, let's have a birthday Kiki.
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
I did.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Everybody in here, it's your birthday. Everybody in here, it's your birthday. Everybody move like it's your birthday. 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 It's your birthday. So let's party and have some fun, yeah. We'll dance till the morning comes, yeah. Girl, let's get the night away. Happy birthday. Yeah. We're gonna celebrate. Yeah.
And on that note, I'm out. See you guys later. We're not playing Let's Have a Kiki tonight. Good night.